What up? Good morning. Good morning, Facebook. Good morning, IG. It's your girl, Sheree Robin. It's Monday. We live and live in color on this wonderful Monday. Hey, folks. Oh, hey, we have so many people hanging out already. Good morning. Good morning. As you jump in, make sure that you say good morning. I love it. Make sure you shout out where you're from. I always love that part of the whole thing. Let folks know where you're coming in from, and we're going to share some valuable information with you. I'm going to share some valuable information with you this morning, all about writing and telling your story, because I got some interesting things that have happened over the last few days. So as you hang out, make sure that you click those shares and those likes. Invite folks to join in on the conversation, because this is going to help a lot of people, especially my nonfiction authors. So by show of hands, who's hanging out this morning who is a nonfiction writer? Nonfiction means that you are writing a story about yourself. You are writing a story that is true. It is not character driven. It's not made up, right? It's a real life story. Usually the self-help stories, usually memoir-based kind of stories, are all nonfiction things that you are writing to help somebody else, right? So today, being the wonderful author, editor, publisher, all those amazing things that I do, myself and my team of literary bees, this morning I want to talk to you guys about how to do this, right? How to do this effectively. So give me 2 seconds as I share this information, but I want to talk to you guys about how do you write a book that connects? How do you write a book that actually does what you want it to do? You say you want to share your story, you want to share your message, you want to motivate people, you want to inspire people. Well, then how do you actually and effectively do that? So that is what I'm going to get into with you guys this morning, because I think it's going to be very beneficial for you. I think that there are very practical steps that are going to help you. And these are things that you can start to apply today, like right away to your writing process. After you get off this live, you can go back into your notes, into your journal, into your whatever it is that you're keeping your book in, and you can actually put these things into practice immediately. Okay, immediately. So that's what we're getting into today. Hey, gang. So that's what we're getting into today. So without further ado, I want to share with you guys a story, right? A situation that happened to me recently with my daughters. So I have 2 daughters. I have an 8-year-old daughter and I have a 13-year-old daughter. And I don't like them in my space, like in my bathroom. They could be in my space, but they have their own bathroom. They have their own like wing on the other side of the apartment. So they're way on the other side of the apartment. They have their bathroom, but somehow, right, my 8-year-old always winds up in my shower. Always. And it's always like, Lana's in my bathroom, so I'm going to take a shower in your bathroom. So somehow she's in my bathroom. And one day she came out of the bathroom and I realized like that my bathroom floor was soaked. And I was like, why is the floor so wet? Okay. And she had gone, I think they left for the day or something. So I didn't say anything to her about it. But I was like, this kid is like saturating the bathroom floor. So a couple more days go by. She takes a shower in my room again. Later on, I go to step on the mat in my bathroom and it's soggy. And I'm like, okay, all right. This kid is like soaking the floor every time she gets out the tub. All right. So I'm making a mental note to myself and I say, well, she has to be better, more careful at this. Why is she just not getting out the tub the right way? She doesn't know how to dry herself off before she gets out the tub. And I'm thinking to myself, Sheree, did you ever teach her? Did you ever teach her how to dry herself off and get out the tub the right way? Right. So I'm thinking about this as I'm on this soggy carpet. So another day goes by and now I venture over to the wing, to the girls' wing, and I go into their bathroom and their bathroom floor is puddles. It's puddles. Now, my oldest daughter has just gotten out the shower at this point in time. She's now in her room and there are puddles of water all over the floor. Jesus be offense. Why? They got all the bathroom towels. Every towel in the house is in their bathroom, right? And I used to wonder, why do y'all have so many towels in your bathroom? You know why? Because they're drying the floor. Okay. So then you know what, Sheree? You have to teach them how to get out the tub without soaking the floor, right? Now, mind you, again, my children are 13. She'd be so mad. 14 and 8. So you would think, right? Logically, you would think that my teenager would know how to get out the tub without soaking the floor, right? Because that's what you would think would happen. Now, I didn't snap. These be learning lessons for me. I try not to snap at my kids. I'm always processing. So I said, okay, she's supposed to know. I would expect that at 14, she would know this, but I'm her mother. So who would she know it from? It's my responsibility to teach her, both of them, how to get out the shower or the tub without soaking the floor. Because if you soak the floor, you're going to cause issues in the floor, but it's also now dangerous, right? It's also slippery in the bathroom. Or you soak the carpet, now you have mold, now you have allergens, all kind of things going on. So it's really important for their safety that I teach them how to get out the tub. And I can't say to my 8-year-old, listen, just dry yourself off before you get out the tub. Because she's like, well, how do I dry myself off how do I do that, right? So I never, like she doesn't, that doesn't process to her. So you know what I had to do? I had to go in the bathroom, right? Get in the tub, get the towel and show them the process. See this here? See, this is my left leg. This is my right leg. I'm going to take my right leg. I'm going to put it on the edge of the tub. My towel is going to be on the back of the toilet. I can reach it when I get out the tub. Now I'm going to dry my foot and my leg all the way up to my thigh, right? I'm going to dry that whole leg off before I put it on the floor. Then you're going to take that leg and put that right leg on the floor because it's now dry, right? It's not dripping. It's not wet. Water's not running down it. They're looking at me like this. Oh, okay. All right, Mom. Okay. Then I said, see, okay, you ready? Then I want you to take this here left leg that's in the tub and put that on the side of the tub now, right? And now take the towel, start at your feet and dry your legs up. Bring it up from the ground till you're not dripping water down onto the floor. They like, oh, that makes sense. Mom, okay, I see what you did there, Mom. Okay, so now then you can proceed to dry the rest of your body. However you decide to dry the rest of your body, that's on you. That's on you. But now that your feet are dry and your legs are dry, you are now not dripping water on the bathroom floor. See? Easy, right? Easy, Mom. Lyric's like, that's easy, Mom. Got it, right? Lana's like, she's too cool for school. It's cool. Cool? We cool? Everybody cool? We got it? They got it. They got it. They understood. You know why they understood? And this is my point to you guys who are authors and who are writing the book. Because I went step by step through the process. Because I didn't say to them, you're going to have to learn how to dry yourself off before you get out the tub. Because that would have been me snapping. Right? And that's what I see when I read a lot of manuscripts, is that people will say, oh, I went through this hardship and I learned how to hear from God. Or I learned how to get my money in order. You got to learn how to get your life right. Now, as a reader, your reader is like, well, are you going to tell me how to get my life right? Are you going to give me the necessary steps and tools and strategies to get my life right? Is that going to be in this book? Or is this just you yelling at me? Are you just snapping at me and telling me how you, like what you did in your story, but you're not giving me the play-by-play, blow-by-blow on how to get to this level of success, or how not to soak the bathroom floor and make it dangerous and slip and break my neck or cause a flood or cause the carpet to mold or whatever, or mildew, any of those things. You have to take your time in your writing. If you are teaching somebody something, if there is a lesson or a message, or better yet, if there is a process that you have gone through in your life that has allowed you to get to success, if you are going to write a book, then you need to be sharing the steps in that process. That's your job. That is your responsibility as a writer. It's your job, right? That's what you buy into when you become an author of a nonfiction story. When you say that I want to share my story to motivate, inspire, elevate, educate others, but all you're talking about is, he's punched me left, I ducked right, or I did this and I did that, and I was broke, now I'm rich. You're not helping. You're not helping your reader. And it's the same way if I'm going to just come into the bathroom and start screaming at my kids, get this water up. What's wrong with you? Dry yourself off. But I have not taken the necessary steps as a parent to show them how to do this. One foot on the side of the tub, take the towel, dry your leg like this here, okay? Then put that foot on the ground. Same for you. If you have gone through something, this is what you tell your people. I learned how to find a therapist. I understood what I had to look into what my diagnosis was, or I started searching therapists on Google, or I got references from my friend. I went to a couple sessions. I was looking for these things. Break it down. Take your time and break it down. If you're not giving us the steps or the nuggets or the tidbits or the valuable information, you're wasting our time. You're wasting your readers' time. They're not interested. They're not interested. that you did it and now magically you're in some better place if you're not teaching us how to get to some better place. Understand that most nonfiction readers today are looking for somebody to help them in a particular situation, in an area where they're struggling. Help me. Help me, please. Hook me up. Tell me this, give me the secret sauce. What do I have to do? I bought this book as an investment in myself because I'm struggling in this area. You say that you've gone through this, but you're not giving me the tips. And oh, so many times, often, almost all the time, I'll see it in writing and it looks like I learned how to hear from God, or I learned how to appreciate myself. How, Sway? How does it go? What did you do? Did you spend long nights by yourself? Were you in meditation? Did you go and create a prayer closet? If you did, what did you do? Did you buy supplies from Home Goods? Did you order from Amazon? What did you do? What did you do? Tell me what you did so I could do it too, so I can win too. That's what your readers are saying. I'm trying to get like you, boo. I'm trying to level up. I want to get to the next level in life. You're doing it. I want to do it. That's why I bought your book. Now teach me. And if you don't teach those things in the book, it's a waste of space. It's a waste of ink. It's a waste of your credibility. You've done nothing. You're done bad there, young ma'am or sir. Okay. You have not hit the mark. So you have to take it slow. Take it slow. And again, I started this by saying to you, my daughter's 14. She's 14, right? Wouldn't you just logically assume that she would know better? Wouldn't you? Ain't she supposed to know, right? She's supposed to know. And that's what happens with writers, right? We have this assumptive belief that our readers are just supposed to know. You're supposed to get it, right? Well, I went through hardships. They're supposed to know what that means, right? I endured some struggles in my life. Well, they're supposed to get it. They're supposed to understand. People are old enough. No, they are not. Well, they're old enough, but I mean, they ain't been through what you've been through and you haven't explained it. You haven't done your due diligence as a writer, especially as a nonfiction writer who's writing motivational books, who wants to inspire, educate, and empower. You have not done your due diligence. You cannot come into this equation assuming that your reader just is going to get it. Oh, it's just that easy. This is what you do, or this is what I did. Slow it down. Walk us through the process. And everybody's hardships are different. Everybody's situations, everything that they've been through, they're different. So you have to know your audience. You have to know what they're struggling with, right? If you're writing for a particular audience, if you want to connect with a certain demographic, then know what they're struggling with. Talk to them like you would talk to your friend who's going through that same situation. Who's going through that same situation. Educate them. Girl, this is what I did. No, not this system. Do this. Look, let me show you. If you was my girlfriend, I'll break it down for you. Hey, this is what I did. Call this guy because he got the hookup, and then you go, yeah, that's next. You explain it, you work it through, but people are so rushed in this writing. Y'all know that's not y'all. We talk about it all the time, trying to rush the writing process. People so fast trying to get a book out that you summarizing everything, and then your book has no value. So you have not taken the time to walk us through it. Like we special. Take it slow. Take it slow. You don't know the parts of the small increments of what you say that will connect with somebody else. Like, oh, wow, that one thing. I never thought about that. I never knew that. That's a step that's going to change my life. I can put that into practice today. Like this information I'm giving y'all right now. Y'all can put it into practice today. Go back and look at your writing. Look at your manuscript. Are you summarizing? Are you skipping over processes? Are you going, I learned this, I figured out how? Or are you giving your audience directives without giving them specific instructions? Are you just telling them, go, you got to figure your life out? Well, how? How should they figure their lives out? Do they get a coach? Do they get a mentor? Do they take karate? Like, what is it that you want them to do? Break it down. Take your time and break it down. Does this make sense to you guys? Those guys who are hanging out with me this morning, I hope that this makes sense to you. I'm really happy with your thoughts on ebooks. Also, should they minimum maximum pages? Okay, I'll come back to that. But let's hang here for a second. Does this make sense to you in regards to writing content that helps? Take your time and write it out. Give them the specific strategies. Give them the strategies. Because now, every time I go in the bathroom, floor is dry. The floor is dry. I could go, I mean, literally. And Lyric is hilarious. My 8-year-old is hilarious. The first day that she did it, she was so proud. She was so proud of herself. Ma, I didn't wet the floor. I was like, oh, thank you. Thank you, baby. Thank you. I go in and check. All right, awesome. Nice and clean. Okay, cool. No problem. But she was so proud of herself because she did exactly what I instructed her to do. One foot, dry that foot, and the next foot. And I can just imagine her with her silly self thinking through the steps as she's going through it. All right, my mama said, take this one foot, and then I'm gonna try this one, and I'm gonna put this one here, and I'm gonna try this one here. All right, ha! I did that. And she was so proud. And I was proud. And the floor was dry. Yes, it's a win all the way around the board. And that's how your story works. Give them the steps. You do this first, sis. You go here next. You find a person that will help you with these things. You read these scriptures. You put these affirmations on your wall. That's what you do. You give them the exacts. Why are you summarizing? Why are you leaving it up to the guests? Why do you want them to just figure it out or assume that they have the right answers or the right idea? They are looking at you as an expert, because that's why you wrote a book, right? Because you know a lot about something. You know a whole lot about a particular subject area. You are a subject matter expert, hence you writing the book. You've been through something that you've experienced. You've learned some things along the way. You want to share what you've learned. Tell us how, so we can learn it too. So we can be hip like you, so we can be down like you, because that's the purpose, right? Or is there some other alternative? Like, is there another reason? Let me know. Because most folks who are genuine about what they do, who know that their stories are valuable and know for sure that their experiences can help somebody else, those people come to it with an authentic desire to serve. So if that's what you want, you have to serve correctly. You have to present this information in consumable chunks. You cannot just yell it, get your life together, get your life together. Sis, teach me how. Teach me what I got to do next. Okay, here's what you do. When I talk to my team, here's how we're going to do this. Here's the exact strategies on how this is going to happen. I want you to read it this way. You're looking for these particular things. When you see this, you do this next. If I don't do that with my team, then I leave them out here defenseless. I leave them trying to figure it out. And then we got everybody doing their own thing and nobody's getting to success. You have to take that time. And this is what I do in a position as a leader within my organization for Good Ground, for the Literary Babes. This is what I do, right? As a boss bae. But if you are a leader in your field, if you are trying to become a leader, a thought leader, an authority figure, if that's what you're trying to do, then you have to do the exact same thing. You got to show us the steps. Step by careful step. Teach the people. And I promise you, if you slow it down that way, you will then stop trying to fit everything that's ever happened to you in your life in one book. Because you'll realize that one particular thing that happens to you in your life, that's a big concept, right? What you learned and what you did as a result of that, you can take that slow and teach us from that one particular thing instead of trying to throw all 100 things that just happened to you over the last 20 years into one manuscript. You don't have to do that. And if you look, this is why certain experts have multiple books, because they're breaking one concept down at a time. I'm going to teach you how to do this one thing. I'm not going to teach you how to pray, save money, build a house, and lose 30 pounds. That's not what I'm teaching you. I'm going to teach you this one particular thing, how to pray in the waiting room, right? How to heal from divorce. I'm going to teach you this one concept in this book, but people want to teach everything in one manuscript. Slow down, go fast. Slow down. Just walk us through the specifics, step by step. 1 foot on the tub, dry it, put that on the ground. Next foot on the tub, dry that bad boy too, put that on the ground. Make sense? Good. I hope you are good. Thank you. I appreciate you guys hanging out this morning. Needed this preach. You are so welcome. You're so welcome. Again, guys, this is just my little bit of information I want to share with you guys. I try to jump on and give as much as I can. And as a busy entrepreneur, mother, running businesses, all these kind of things, these moments that happen in my life, they always make me think about, how do I teach my children? How do you become a better mother? And I know that I am responsible for teaching them. It's my job, right? This is the job that was assigned to me by God. But I think about that in application to what I do as a business owner and to what my clients are taking on. They are taking on the position of an authority. So now you are taking on that job to lead people, to educate and to engage people. So you have to be thinking about the things that happen in your life, the valuable nuggets, the moments, what you can teach, what you learned from that particular situation. And I think we're just rushing and moving through everything so fast, trying to hurry up. Slow down. I promise you what God has for you is coming. It's yours. Ain't nobody going to get it first. It's all yours. But you have to take the right steps to get there. And if you're going to share your message, if you're going to be a resource to others, then be that. Be that in all fullness thereof. Walk in that thing. Take your time and give us valuable information. Make sure that we understand. Use language that connects to your reader. Do not assume. Do not assume that your reader just gets it. When you say, oh man, you know how hard it is. I have no clue. I have no clue. I stopped a client the other day in the middle of a content development session because he said, you know what I mean? I was like, no, I don't. I ain't got a clue. Then he started laughing. I was like, because that's a filler, right? We throw that in language. We throw that in conversation. You know what I mean? People are like, yeah, I got the general gist of what you're talking about, man. Like, you get it. No, this is a document. We need to write this down. So when you tell me, you know what I mean? I don't. Fill in the blanks. What are you saying? What do you mean? Can you tell me what you mean? He was like, Sheree, you're really pushing me. Yes, that's my job. My pleasure. I enjoy it. Absolutely. Because then you get something that then can help motivate, inspire, and change lives. And he's talking to young men, like he's doing amazing stuff. So I got to make sure he come correct. Can't go in there like, y'all know what I'm saying? No. Tell them exactly what you want them to do. Give them the exact principles and steps you want them to learn. Make sure that they're equipped because they're coming to you. You're the resource guy. That's what you're doing. Okay? And you guys are the same thing. All of my aspiring authors and entrepreneurs, those of you who are using your story to leverage your brand, to build out your message, to grow your platform, to establish your authority, take the time to write it well. One step at a time. Give us the valuable information. Okay, gang? All right. Makes sense. If this information was good to you, yay, thank you so much. Make sure you hit those likes and those shares. Share that with folks who could use this kind of information. And let's go back to this question really quickly. Hi, what are your thoughts on ebooks? Also, should there be a minimum or maximum pages? I'm not sure. What do you mean? What are my thoughts on ebooks? In regards to what exactly? Ebooks help build your platform. So I'm not kind of sure what it is that you're asking me. What are my thoughts on ebooks? Be a little more specific. Ebooks exist. They're valuable. They help people. They're inexpensive. They help build your brand. You can leverage them for free. You can give out ebook, especially ebooks that are like the ebook conversion of your book. You can give out tons of them. Like if you give out free copies of your book, then you don't waste money, but you lose money, right? If you have printed copies of my book, it's a $20 profit. If I'm giving away those, then I'm not making any money. But if I give 300 ebook downloads of my book, I lose nothing. So I think ebooks are extremely valuable and they work in leveraging your business and your brand. So I don't know if that was your question, but and should there be a minimum or maximum page? It depends on the content. That's hard to answer too. Really depends on the content that you're working with. That's a hard one. For me, I'm never you'll never hear me talk about page length, right? How long something should be. Like you have to, do this, because I think that what happens when you do that is that people write to that page length. And it's like being in high school or college again, where you're like, it's a 2-page paper. Let me push this all the way let me shrink the margin so I can get as many pages on here as possible so it can just turn over into 2 pages, right? Because you're writing towards that goal, you're writing towards that number. I'm not worried about the quality of pages, the quantity. I'm worried about the quality. What's on the pages is what this ebook is about. If whatever it is, if it's not your full book, if it's a short ebook for, business building, something like that, does it do what it says it's going to do? Is it giving me valuable information? If it's 5 pages or 50 pages, is it good? Is the information in there presented as it should be? Is it enjoyable to read? Did I come to it knowing I could read this real quick? Or is this something I'm going to have to digest over the course of a few weeks? Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. As long as it does what it says it's going to do. Okay. Can I tell my story? I don't know. Can you tell your story in an ebook? You can tell your story in a book and get it converted to an ebook. I'm not quite sure what it is that you're doing in that full space. Again, it depends on how much of your story that you're telling. What are you telling? What's the purpose of you telling your story? There's a tremendous amount of questions that go into that. Can I tell my story in an ebook? You can tell a part of it. You want to tell your whole story and again, just get it converted to an ebook. That's normally what happens, right? Every client that we have, all of their books are in print, but they have ebook versions of their book. So, but we don't write to fit an ebook. We usually write to have a printed book. Something that you can hold in your hand, sell, market, leverage, and then use the ebook for promotional material. Okay, hope that helps. Anybody else, questions, comments, or concerns on this wonderful Monday? I hope you guys are motivated and inspired. And as you are writing, you're taking it one step at a time. People use the analogy, oh, Sheree, how do you eat an elephant? I said, well, first of all, that's nasty. Let's say one bite at a time. Okay, I get it. But I like to think about the tub, that's the visual for me. 1 foot so that you're not soaking up the floor. And you got to teach people how to do that. 1 step at a time, 1 foot out of the tub at a time. Okay, gang? So teach the people, be blessed, share the wealth of information that you have, connect and encourage and engage one another on this journey that we call life. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Have an awesome Monday. If you are in need of assistance for your writing, if you need further help, you guys can always shoot me a message here on Facebook. You can reach me at the literary. Oh, all the sites are getting renovated. They'll all be done this week. I'm so excited. That is so exciting. I'll be back with that big announcement as it comes, but like, everything is just being redeveloped and rebranded, and God is so good. So I'm so excited about all the things that are happening. So definitely, if you need to reach me here or in the DMs on Instagram, on Facebook or Instagram, as our websites are being all fancied up and done beautifully by some incredibly talented ladies. So I'm very excited about that, and I'll keep you guys posted with all the new updates on things that are going on with Sheree Robin, with Good Ground, with the Literary Bays, and everything in between. So happy writing, happy Monday. I love you guys. Stay encouraged, and I'll check out with y'all again soon.